this for Linda? It's a school. It's live streaming. That's what that's for. Just something like it. Good. Normal. Good. It's working. I don't know what that's. When that worked through something.
I'm going to send a preemptive message. You may have some network issues.
I just have to. I won't be able to do the score. Up? No. Until that shows up. That's all. It's still working, still connected. Test, test, test. Test, test. Pens are going to be going on here in a couple minutes here. Game 3 of the weekend against Team Maryland here. First game of the Saturday. Test, test. Pens are going to be going on here in a couple minutes here. Game 3 of the weekend against Team Maryland. Here, first game of the Saturday. Pens are going to be in their all blacks. I'd expect yeah, I'm not sure who would I expect to be in net today. We'll see what Coach Buddy's thinking. Carol's going to walk across the ice here. I'm not sure if she's going to fall or not, but we're all watching it slowly. Pens are going to take the ice. They're going to be on their all blacks with their yellow trim. They're going to be on our right side, so they're going to be going from our right to our left. Team Maryland's coming out. They're going to be in their whites. Big M on the front with the accent of the black and the Maryland flag all over the bottom of the trim. And they're going to be to my left. Looks like number 48 is one of their goalies, and here comes the other one here. And 41. So 48 and 41 will be the goalies for Team Maryland. 31 and 35 for Pens. It looks like it's going to be Corrigan. 35 is going to probably get the start here today. He's taking the pregame starts and warm-up shots. So it looks like Austin will be on the bench here. We're going to see what Coach has come up with as far as line changes today, if any. Also looks like we have a couple LA King players here. Probably here to hang out and root for their former fellow teammate, Sunshine, Hamilton, Hopper. So, see how things go today. Hopefully the Pens can get off to a better start. Start the day out better here. So we got less than 2.5 minutes left for warm-up. And then we're going to get going here. Not sure who's on period 1 of video to my left. But I'm sure somebody will be doing it. move the video here. Trav wants to do something else real quick here. It's just not going to let me do the scoreboard today, so I'm going to have to just keep repeating as far as what the score goes, so I do apologize on that. But we will see how that goes for today. So less than a minute and a half here for pregame warm-up. We're going to have a couple parents stand right in the way here. That'll be awesome. See how that goes. And it looks like Mrs. Bova is going to be period 1 of doing the huddle video. For you that don't know Mrs. Bova, she got tired of being left at home, so she kicked Matt and Matt's dad out, told them they weren't coming to Chicago, made them stay home and earn $1 so she can live the high life. So shout out to the Bova gentlemen working hard probably today on a Saturday, earning the big money so Mrs. Bova can relax and go get her $12 Starbucks while she's up in Chicago. All working for Bova Corp. They do stainless steel work for those that don't know. Need any stainless steel work done, I'm sure they'll help you out. Fabrication, specialty fabrication. Well, you got Mr. You got Mr. Chad Danka staying at home, educating this world's youth. Not sure how that's going, though. You see some of these kids anymore. And then you got Mr. Amberselli probably having to stay back. Frank stay back home and do some work, clean it up. So shout out to a couple of people that didn't make the trip up here. You all by yourself today? You got period 1? Oh, all right. I thought Jess was doing it. I'm wrong. Huh? She's got 2. I'm wrong. Megan Stahl's doing period 1. So she's going to end up doing period 1 because Zach wouldn't let her get away without doing huddle. Zach's probably sitting at home in 20-degree weather with a pair of shorts and sandals on, outside drinking coffee. Where's Zach at today? Where's your husband at today?
Home today, Cleveland tomorrow.
They're home today, Cleveland tomorrow. See, I called it. I said your husband's probably sitting out at home right now outside in like 40-degree weather with a pair of shorts on and flip-flops and drinking coffee. So, Zach, Megan said if you're not doing anything, do the dishes and get some laundry moving. She's tired of doing it, bud. All right, we're going to start off today. Looks like we're going to have Noah and Sunshine on a defensive pairing. We got Angelo, Bova, and Georgie Kaplan. Yep, that's Georgie. So we're going to go with that line here today. So again, that's Matthew Bova, Angelo, George Kaplan up on offense. And the defensive pairing that's going to support those guys is going to be Noah and Sunshine. Pens are going to throw it in. It's going to come off of the Maryland goalie, number 41, is actually who's going to get the start for Maryland. And Maryland's able to get it, and they're going to counterattack. Sunshine's going to try to push the winger to the side. Winger gets past him. He's going to come down and get a shot on Corrigan. Corrigan's up to the task, and he's going to take that. And it's thrown right back in front again. Thankfully, Corrigan's paying attention because Maryland had a prime chance there. So 2 quality chances for Maryland just off of the first minute here. Less than a minute here. So not really good on the Penguins' part. So there's woes of defensiveness is still kind of rearing its ugly head. So if we can clean this up here. Penn's going to go line change. We're going to go to Asher. Looks like Benzie and Dancing Danka. So Maryland's going to get the puck out of their own end here, and they're going to push it up to, looks to be number 3. Number 3 is going to try to step around Luke Weidel. He wasn't able to, but Luke got the puck and lost it, but Penn's didn't get it back out, and it's in the neutral zone of despair because it seems like that's where most of our play happens. Maryland's able to skate the puck in. He's going to wrap it around. He's going to throw it out front. It's going to go through the crease. Shot on Corrigan. Corrigan's going to make the save. He's going to move it back to Luke real quick. Luke's going to come up, kick it up the wall. Benzie's going to try to chip it up, but doesn't get it out. It's thrown right back in the slot again. I don't know why we keep doing that. We want to throw the puck in the slot so we get prime chances. Benzie's going to get the puck. He's going to skate it up 2-on-1. He's going to dump it to the far corner. He's going to go get a line change. We're going to get a new fresh set of troops out here. We're going to have Michael, the Godfather, out with Pierre, and CD, Carter Dappa, on a wing here. Pens are going to have it in their own end here, and they're going to try to get it out. Pierre's going to throw it across the middle here. And we got the law firm of Timmy and Tiernan on defense. They're going to try to get it out. Currently, right now, we're having a little bit of an issue here. Number 2 from Maryland's keeping it in. And they're going to come right to the slot for another chance here. And thankfully, he can't shoot, and it goes way over the net. So here's another prime shot from the slot, and they score. So that's 1-0. So that's 1-0 Maryland with 2 or 3 prime chances right in a slot. All right, Pens are going to get another line change. They're going to go to Bova and Georgie and Angelo. And Maryland's going to have it, and they're going to work it right to the slot again. And Pens are going to be able to force a turnover. Georgie's going to kind of skate it out of trouble, which he does. He's going to cross the red line, and he's hung all over, but he still is controlling the puck. He's going to throw it over to Angelo. Angelo's going to lose it, and it's going to be pushed back to the neutral zone. And here comes Maryland. Almost had an odd-man break. Nobody could find a puck, thankfully. Puck's going to be thrown up, and Pens are going to have an issue. They're going to turn it over to the neutral zone. It's going to be ping-pong back and forth. And Maryland's just going to throw it to the middle of the ice here. And Pens are going to step in front of that and try to work their way up here. And they're going to dump it down low and go for a line change. It's going to be Asher, Benzie, and Danson Danka. And they're going to force a turnover here. Benzie and Asher are digging in deep. Asher's going to come out of it. He's going to be on the top of the circle. He's going to try to curl back down the half wall. He's going to get met by 2 Maryland kids, but Benzie's going to come out of it. He's going to step down low. He's going to lose the puck, and it's going to come across the crease, and Maryland's going to skate it out of trouble. Luckily, they get it out, but it hits the skate of a Maryland player right at the blue line. The Pens are able to force it back in. They're going to go right back on forecheck. Benzie's going to come down. He's going to take a kid out. He falls himself, and then the puck's going to work its way up. It's in the slot. Danson Danka's got it. He looks down low down to Benzie. Benzie's going to throw it across the slot. The Asher can't connect, and it's going to be turned around, and the Maryland's going to work it right back up and out of the zone. Luke Weidel's going to be forced because they got 2 Maryland kids giving him chase. Luke does a nice little escape here. Picks it back up to Asher. We got a 2-on-2 now, and it's going to be Danson Danka. He's going to try to go around a Maryland kid, which he does. He's going to backhand it across the crease, and it's going to go to the far board. Benzie gets there. He's going to Danka's going to try to feed it over to Asher in the middle. And the puck's going to come to the slot. Dom Dapper's going to step up. Squirrely D, he's going to keep it in. He's going to force it down behind the net, and Danson Dank is going to chase the Maryland defender around the backside here. And Maryland's going to be able to get it up off the boards and out. Luke's going to give it over to Tiernan. Tiernan's coming in late, actually on a line change with a lot of speed. He's got Pierre in a slot if he can find him. No, it's going to be a little bit too late maybe. Tiernan's still messing with the puck. He's still holding on to it. He's trying to find somebody. He's still got it. He's going to be behind the net. He's got his head up. He's trying to find somebody. He throws it right to the slot. 2 Penguin players not even paying attention. Goes right through the slot there. So no harm, no foul there. Thankfully, would have been nice if we were paying attention, but we weren't. So we're going to go back at it. Puck's thrown back behind the net. And looks like Carter Dappa is going to force the puck back over to Danson Danka. Danson Danka is going to give it back down to Tiernan. Tiernan's going to throw it from the point into the slot. And Maryland's able to get that out because they're just stacking the house right now as far as keeping any shots out. and they're going to come on a counterattack. Timmy Peterson steps up, and he does a nice little poke check there, and he's able to get the Maryland rush calmed down. Now it's going to be a melee on the board. Number 6 is going to come out. He's going to throw it to the slot. He's going to make it its way into Corrigan, but Corrigan pushes it to the corner. And Pens are going to have an issue as far as getting the puck out of their end here. So Carter Dapper's going to work it up the wall, and it's going to come out, and it's going to be swung over to Maryland in the neutral zone. They're going to try to force it back in. And Maryland still got the puck. And still trying to force it back in, which they're going to be successful here. They're going to gain a blue line, number 11. He's going to take a shot. Nope, he's going to just cut across the slot. He's going to lose it in the corner. Try to force it across the middle, but he doesn't happen. Pens are going to try to throw it off the wall, get it out of the zone, and they're able to. And you're going to have Angelo on a breakaway here if he can hurry up, and he is. And nice back check. And goalie makes a nice save. Angelo throws it to the front of the net. Georgie tries to bang it home, and he just pushes it wide. Angelo still got the puck. He's going to look up high. Goes up to, that looks like Sunshine gets a shot from the point. Doesn't make it through the net here. And Maryland's going to come back on the 3-on-2. They're going to swing it wide for number 8. Number 8's going to gain the blue. He's going to sidestep Noah. Noah's going to get back, stick check him. And he's going to take the puck over, but Maryland's going to get the puck. And thankfully he got back checked there by Carter Dapper. Or Noah, sorry. Noah breaks up that shot from the slot. And Penn's going to go the other way here. And again, we're going to be a 2-on-1. Well, it was a 1-on-2. Actually, Maryland's player got back on Mr. Bova. He was able to push Bova off the puck. Puck gets shot from the net, from the point. Bova has it, trying to rush it to the middle. So he swung it from the backside. He got knocked down, and Maryland's going to take the puck and work it out here. Pens are going to stand him up at the blue line. And they're going to try to go the other way, and it's going to be a melee in the neutral zone again. It's going to come back to Sunshine. He's going to swing it over to big fundamental Noah. Noah's going to get his head up, and he's going to find Benzie. Benzie's going to chip it in the Maryland zone, and Maryland's going to be able to take it, and Pens are going to have to regroup here and try to start over again here. They got it in the Maryland zone, but it forced right back out. So Asher's going to try to sidestep somebody. Not able to, so Maryland gets it in the zone and again try it back out. So again, it's just in this neutral zone of crap here, and nobody wants to see able to come through the neutral zone cleanly. Maryland gets the puck, and they're finally in the Pens end here. They're going to try to set up shop, but again, it's forced back out and all the way into the Maryland zone. Pens are going to try to force turnover here. Carter Dapper's got it. He's going to come down with Pierre. Carter's going to take a shot. It's going to hit Maryland's goalie in the chest. And it's going to work its way back. It's behind the net here. Pierre's going to take the puck. He's going to look for somebody. He's going to get it out really quick to, looks like Danka. Puck's in the goalie's pads and not moving. Okay. Should be good now. Sorry about that. I guess it was not moving, so we'll see what happens here. All right, so Pens are going to end up going here. They're going to have a face-off in Maryland's end as they get set up here. So sorry for about 5 minutes, or well, I guess more than yeah, 9 minutes here. The camera wasn't moving, but trust me, you weren't missing much. But we finally got it fixed, as Megan Stahl pointed out the fact that it wasn't moving. So we got to go, and now less than 5 minutes left in the first period. Pens are losing 1-0, and Maryland's got it in her zone again. They're going to throw the puck right on Corrigan. Corrigan's going to make the save, and he's going to hold it. And we're going to get a face-off in the Pens end here. So the Pens now are going to have to defend in their own zone. It's going to be a face-off. It's going to be a near board here. And you're going to have, looks like Bova, Angelo, and Georgie for our line. And law firm of Timmy and Tiernan. Timmy's going to skate it out of trouble here. Very nice job by Timmy. He's going to throw it up to George. It's going to hit Georgie's in the feet. Georgie's going to lose a little bit. Bova's going to take it. He's going to throw it towards the net. Angelo's there, so Angelo's going to sidestep a defender. He's going to get his head up. He's going to try to find somebody. He's going to throw it that back down low to try to Timmy. He's going to try to get a little bit of a cycle going, but we're going to lose the puck here to Maryland, and Maryland's going to get the puck, and they're going to kick it over the far board. Hopefully they're going to throw it up the wall, which they do. We got 2 Pens players there. Let's see who can come on out of it here. Tiernan steps up and pushes it down, which is nice. And it's going to be in a bunch of Maryland skaters' feet, and they're still not able to get it out. So Angelo's going to sidestep. He's going to throw it up a little bit of a deflection. He's going to make it back behind the Maryland net. The Maryland skater's going to come it up to the middle of the ice here. He's going to throw it to the near board and be able to get it out to number 2. Number 2 is able to throw it in, and they're going to come in. They're going to go across the slot right across the slot to the back door. He's going to shoot it. He's going to put it off the post, and it's going to go in behind Corrigan for a 2-0. So with 3:42 left, Pens are down 2-0. So currently right now the Pens are losing 2-0. Yeah, if we don't get it together here, we are going to be either eliminated or playing in a consolation game, and we'll be coming home early Sunday morning. So better wake up here, boys, because if not, it's going to be a really, really, really short weekend. All right, back to action here. We got Asher, Benzie, and Danka. And Maryland's on the attack again. They're going to swing it wide. And they're going to throw it in on net on Corrigan. Corrigan's going to make that save. And the puck's going to end up at the point. Defenseman's going to bring it back in. He's going to try to throw it in the slot here, hopefully. And he's just going to skate it around, skate it around, skate it around. He's in the slot. He throws it down low to the circle. And he's going to take it, and he's just going to work behind the net here, and he's going to try to find somebody. Pens are almost playing a defensive box pairing here. They're not getting the puck out. Benzie is able to force the defenseman and got the puck out of the zone. Maryland gets it and brings it right back in. And they're just going to throw it right in the middle of the slot here. Another opportunity. Puck's in front, and it's in the slot. Maryland's got the puck. Pens are able to get it somewhat out, and they do. And 44 for Maryland's going to backtrack here. He's going to circle it up, and he's going to try to move it back up real quick. He does. To number 8. Number 8 tries a sidestep, but he's not able to, but the puck still stays in. 44 for Maryland's going to skate it down in the corner. We got 3 Penguins there. Let's see. Looks like the Godfather, Michael's able to come out of it. He's going to throw it up the far wall over to, I would assume that's P. I think that's Pierre. Pierre's going to throw it up, and Maryland's just going to get in a neutral zone, and they're going to set right back up. And you're going to have Carter Dapper's going to take it down the near wall. He's going to try to find it. He's got the puck behind the net. It's got nobody right now as far as he throws it to the front. Nobody there. Pierre's off to the side. Gets a shot off the side of the net. No harm there. Carter Dapper's going to keep working here. He's going to try to find somebody. Finds Michael in the slot. Michael chips it back over to Luke. Luke's going to take a shot from the point. It's going to make its way deflected on the goalie. The goalies make a save on that by Maryland. And we're going to try to work it to the middle, and they're not able to. Maryland's going to grab it. He's going to work behind the back wall here. And the puck's going to get thrown out, and Dom Dapper's going to have to backtrack here, and he's going to go to his... he's going to take it, and he's going to work behind his net, try to create some space. And he's going to kick it up to the wall to Pierre. Pierre's going to take the puck, and he's going to throw it. Nope, he's going to skate it up. He's going to skate it up on his own. He's going to go far. He's going to stop on the half wall. He's going to try to find somebody. And Maryland pretty much stops that attempt there, and it's going to work the other way. So number 12 for Maryland is going to work his way, but Tiernan steps him up and is able to stop that. But Maryland gets another 2 shots there from the point and then in close, because the Pens are not able to get the puck out of the zone until they were there. 30 seconds left. Pens are down 2-0. Michael's going to get the puck, and he's going to throw it down deep into Maryland's zone here, and Maryland's going to have to start from behind her line, and they're going to bring it up. Number 5 for Maryland's going to skate it up to the blue line, lose it, but it's going to go harmlessly through the neutral zone. And Maryland's going to get the puck and throw it back into the Pens' end. Tiernan's going to try to hit his partner, Timmy. Timmy's going to take it. He's going to skate it over to Red. He's going to try to keep forcing it up, but he's not able to do that. And that's going to be the period. So after 1, Pens are down 2-0. It's moving now, yeah. All right, so to my left now is Mrs. Bova for real. She's the one going to be doing huddle this period. So she said to make sure that I tell Matt to get up and get some laundry done and make some lunch for the boys. If not, she's going to drive home and beat you. So hopefully that doesn't happen. So we're going to see what happens here as far as what changes, if any, that the Pens make to try to get something moving here. But currently right now, Team Maryland, again, is winning 2-0. We're going to start the second period here and see what we get moving. What are your kids doing this weekend? Anything good? What are your kids doing? Anything this weekend good?
Andrew's playing right now.
Andrew's got a game right now for tonight for Pens. Playing it out for Pens Elite.
Yep. So younger brother Christian Weidel and
Andrew Bova and Christian White will be playing. And what about your older son? What's he doing? Is he running track, cross country anywhere?
No, he's not.
Going to shoot something?
No,
Is he not outside trying to kill something today? He's what?
He's
Sitting on his iPad?
loving life.
Mom says get off your iPad. Start going outside, kill something with a gun.
What time you shoot something?
Yeah, if you shoot something, Andy, go get your gun, shoot something, bring it in, tell your dad to cook it up, because Mom's not coming home to make any dinner.
I would like to do squirrel hat.
Squirrel hat? Wow. Mrs. Bova wants a squirrel hat, Andrew. Get on that, buddy. All right. Well, Maryland's going to keep their goalie in, number 41. I mean, why would you make that change? But, you know, I was kind of hoping they would do something stupid and change it up, give the Pens a chance to get some things moving here. But they're holding strong to their game plan. I'd say I wouldn't blame them. Seems to be working so far. So let's see what the Pens counter with here. Hopefully we wake up. We only got 2 periods left. So all right, we're going to go with new line change here. We're going to go with Benzie on a wing. He's going to have Danson Dank, and he's going to be out there with Asher. So Pens are going to make some line changes and see if we can get some creativeness going here. And we're going to have Timmy and Tiernan on defense appearing. And let's see what we get here. See if we get a better result this period here. Maryland's got the puck in the Pens end again. Again, it's just a melee through the middle here. Nobody seems to want to actually get the puck and kind of possess it. Just get it out, throw it to the neutral zone, try to regroup, get it out, throw it to the neutral zone, try to regroup. So Timmy steps in. He's going to throw it over to Benzie. Benzie's going to walk in the slot. He's going to take a shot and off the crossbar. It's going to bounce in front of the net and get pushed back behind the net again. Asher's going to take the puck. He's going to try to find somebody. It's going to make its way out to Tiernan. Tiernan's going to slide to the slot. He's going to get it. He's going to try to throw it to the front on the backhand. Maryland defender actually made a nice play. He actually knocked it out of the air right to his stick, and he kind of counterattacked. But now we got Danson Danka. He's going to try to bring it across the blue, which he's able to. He's going to kick it over to Asher. Asher's going to rip a shot again right over the goalie here. But this line's actually starting to build some momentum. Pierre jumped on for Benzie, and it looks like Michael's going to come back here, and he's going to have Kata Zappa, big CD with him. And they're going to try to work some more stuff here. So we got CD is forcing the puck here. Maryland's able to get it out. We got Tiernan and we got Sunshine on D. Tiernan's going to have to work his way over here. He's going to need a line change. And Maryland's going to walk through 3 or 4 people across the slot, set up shop, and they're just going to see what they can do here. So Pens are able to force it back out. And Tiernan's going to have to work his way to the bench for a far change. And Maryland's got a late change here, so hopefully nothing happens. Pens got the puck in their end, in Maryland's end, but they're able to get it out. So here we go with an odd break here. We got Winger coming down with some speed on Corrigan. He's going to go far wide, and Corrigan makes a nice play to go post to post, and shot never gets taken off because Corrigan forced him far, and Maryland's player trips and falls and fell down. So Maryland's same player is going to be able to bring it around here. He's going to get a little bit of speed and try to shot on Corrigan. It's going to go back behind the net and work its way up to the point. Pens are going to counter attack, and it's going to be Pierre. So let's see if Pierre can push it. No, he cannot. Maryland had a nice back check there. And same thing. Pens get it out. Maryland's going to have to reset here, and they're able to do that. And they're going to push it down wide far to near board here. They're going to go back to the point and take a long shot at Corrigan. Thankfully, he's wide because Corrigan missed that, and that went far to the net here. So, Noah's going to get the puck. He's going to throw it back down to Sunshine. Sunshine's going to get to the puck, hopefully here, chip it up off the wall. It's not going to get out. He's going to try to force it back up. Now he's going to kick it down to Noah. Smart play by Sunshine. He's going to kick it all the way over to the far board, but Maryland's able to get there. Carter Dappers bumps the Maryland player off the puck, and he's going to throw it down, and it's probably going to go for an icing, which it does here. So Pens are going to get a change, but they're also going to have a face-off in the far corner here in their end. So Maryland gets the puck. They're going to take a shot from the point. Doesn't get through. They're still possessing the puck in our end here. Looks like Luke Weidel was able to get the puck over to his partner, Dom. Dom's going to throw it off the wall here, and we're going to try to force it out. Matthew Bova. Matthew Bova's out here now with Angelo and Georgie. Angelo's going to come working up, and he's going to try to drag around the defenseman, but the defenseman made a nice play. He's going to counter and go the other way. Maryland's going to turn it back over, and the Pens are going to counterattack here. Bova's going to kick it towards the middle of the slot here. Angelo's going to get forced off here by a Maryland player right before it got to the goalie. And Maryland's going to go the other way. And it's out of the zone again. Back in the neutral zone, Pens get it. Maryland gets it right back on a turnover. They're going to force it back, and they're going to come across the blue line for the Pens to take a shot on Corrigan. Corrigan's going to block it out to the near wall. And Pens are going to get the puck back here, and they're going to try to work out. Carter Dapper grabs the puck, or Dom Dapper grabs the puck, and he's going to kick it up the wall. And Mr. Bova's going to skate it up slowly. He's trying to find Angelo at the line. Dom Dapper's going to take a shot low, misses the net. Puck's behind the net, and Georgie gets it, and he's going to try to stuff it in. He's not able to do that. Maryland goalie gets back in time, but he throws it across the middle here. They're going to call a hand pass. He threw it across to Asher. Asher tried to catch it, but he couldn't, and it made its way either to Danson Danka or Dapper, and as soon as they touched it, they called him for a hand pass. So it's going to bring the puck out of the Maryland end, right for a face-off right in front of the blue line here. And you're going to have Danson Danka at center. He's going to be flanked by Benzie and Asher. So back out with this line. And again, those three generated a couple nice chances last time they're out. So let's see if they can keep working hard. Benzie's going to get the puck. He's going to kick it up to his point, up to Timmy. Timmy's going to force it back down low. Pens are going to have to work from behind the net, which I don't mind. If they can find their head up and find a nice person that's open here. Maryland's going to be on a 2-on-1. Tiernan skating back with a nice back check, so that's taken away. Timmy was able to actually slow that play down a little bit. Forced the Maryland winger wide, which allowed his defensive partner to get back to help him out. Nice play by Timmy and Tiernan there. Maryland's just going to kick it back down behind the Pens end and make them go 200 feet. And why not? Now you can just slow this game down with a 2-goal lead and just keep dumping the puck. So we got 9:15 left. Pens are still losing 2-0. And Maryland's just going to get the puck, and they're just going to work it low and keep doing what they can do. They're on a half ball, and they're going to try to force it to the middle and see what they can get out of it. So it looks like Maryland's possessing the puck. They kick it up to the point, kick it to the far point here. He's going to take the puck, and he's going to try to force it down low. Timmy reads that, and he gets the puck, and he's going to skate it out. He's going to hit Benzie. He's going to come off of Benzie's stick, and Benzie's going to have to try to get back to it. But Maryland's able to get the puck, and they're going to just basically clog up the middle. Danson Danka gets it. Benzie's going to take it and kick it to the corner. Pens are going to have to go for a line change. It's going to be Pierre, Michael, and CD with the defensive pairing of Tiernan and Noah. Number 43 is going to, from Maryland's going to come in with some speed. He's going to go back behind the net here. still possessing the puck. He's got his head up. He's going to try to force it to the slot. No avail. He turns it over. But somehow, some way, Maryland gets it back, but they lose it to Tiernan. Tiernan's going to skate it out of his zone. He's going to come to the blue line, and he's going to take a shot. Why not? But that's blocked by the goalie, or by the defenseman. Doesn't make its way through. And Maryland's on a counter with a 3-on-1. 3-on-1. Mr. Noah's going to try to take the pass away, which he does. Corrigan blockers that shot away. But that's been a story all weekend long. 2-on-1, 3-on-1s, 4-on-0s. It doesn't really matter. Pens are an equal opportunist team. They are allowing a lot of teams to get nice quality chances this whole weekend. They're not really being mean to anybody here. Puck's thrown up against the wall here. And still having issues getting it out here. So 3 Penn player, 2 Maryland players, and looks like Maryland's going to come out here with the puck. And they do. So he's going to try to skate it out from the corner. He's going to lose it to Tiernan. Tiernan's going to kick it all the way around to his winger, far winger for support. Carter Dapper. Carter's going to run in a little bit of an issue, and he's going to kick it up to Michael. That puck's going to go past Michael into the Maryland end. Pierre's going to push the defenseman for pressure. He's going to force a turnover. And Pens are going to have an opportunity here, thrown in the slot, and it's buried. So Matthew Bova Pierre forces the turnover. Matthew's there to pick it up. Matthew gets his head up. Smart play by Matthew. He finds the puck. He throws it to the front, and I believe it was either Angelo or Georgie bangs that in, coming late off of a line change, and it allows 2-1 with 7:01 in the second period to go. So, like that, we get a little bit of a momentum, so let's see if they can build on it. Angelo's got the puck down low behind the net. He's going to get his head up. He's going to find Matthew. Matthew's going to go back to Angelo. Matthew's going to kick the puck up to Sunshine, and it's going to be too hard, and it's going to come out of the zone. Pens are going to have to regroup and reset and try to force it back in. And Matthew Bova is going to try to sidestep defenseman, but defenseman makes a nice play and takes him out with his low body check. And then Maryland's just going to kick the puck up and throw it up. Sunshine's going to force it back in. Georgie's going to try to hit Bova, but it's going to go back behind the net. And Maryland's going to skate it here up to the far wall. Bova's going to pressure. So's Angelo. So's Georgie. And let's see who's going to come out. So Georgie's got it. He's going to throw it across the slot. It doesn't connect. Maryland's going to take it and they're going to counterattack. And again, with speed, it looks like number 15 is going to come up far. He's going to stop at the half wall. He's going to curl and he's going to try to find some help, but nobody there. So he's going to work down low. And it's going to make its way up to the point. Point's going to take a shot. Corrigan's going to cover that up. And we're going to get a face-off here on the near wall. All right, so we got a new draw here. We got Danka, Benzie, and Asher back out. We got Luke Weidel and Dom Dapper on the defensive pairing. Dom's going to kick that up to Benzie. Benzie's going to get it up, and Maryland's going to regroup it here, and they're going to bring it back through the neutral zone. Asher almost broke up that pass, but Maryland's able to get it back and work their way back up here again. Danson Danka was able to force a turnover. Maryland's just going to take the puck and again work it into the zone. And puck's going to be thrown down towards the net. Luke Weidel's going to grab it. He's going to try to take it up slowly to see if he can find any help, but nobody's there to help him out. And they're just going to take it and hammer it back in the Penn's end. Penn's are going to have to regroup and try to get back out and try to work the breakout. So right now we're having a little bit of an issue getting it out here. So Dom Dapper's going to take the puck. He's going to throw it high up the wall. Benzie's going to take it. He's going to kick it over to Danson Danka. He's going to lose in the neutral zone, and Maryland's just going to bang it right back in for an offside. So we're going to face off here in a near circle here. Now they're going to go to the face-off. So we're going to have Michael Saccone, the Godfather. I heard he's related to Michael Corleone, but they had to change it just because of they had to change their last name because it was too obvious. He's going to be flanked by Pierre and CD Carter Dappa. And it's the law firm of Timmy and Tiernan again back out. Maryland's going to take the puck, and they're going to work it down low. Timmy's going to force a turnover here. Carter Dapper's going to get the puck. He's going to throw it up the half wall. Not out, though. Maryland's going to step in. They're going to work it to the slot, try to backhand it down to the Horgan, but they're not able to do it. But, again, they're still able to keep the puck in. Pens are having issues as far as getting it out of their own end. They're going to throw it over to the slot. Maryland's player's got it. He's going to take a shot. He fans on it. And P's going to come in. He's going to go 3-on-1. He's going to take it. He's going to try to backhand it. Doesn't get down to the corner. They're going to go for a line change. And Maryland's going to counterattack here. They're going to throw it to the slot. And he's going to curl and turn around and throw it wide. But Bova's going to get to the puck here and kick it up to Angelo. Angelo's going to try to hit Georgie in stride. Not able to. Bova's going to try to force up the wall here. Maryland steps in front of that. Angelo's going to try to get to it before Maryland's defensive player gets there. Angelo's going to force the puck down low. Maryland's able to get it. He's got two defensemen here. They turn it over. Bova's going to take a backhand. It's going to work its way back into the slot. Bova's going to kick it down to the corner. Angelo's able to get it. He's going to try to force it to the middle of George. Not able to do that. Puck's going to come up the half wall here. Tierney's going to step in. And it's going to be a battle on the wall here with 3 Maryland players and George. Maryland's able to come out. He loses it to Bova. Bova's going to take a shot, and it's just going to go wide. Past the goalie. Timmy's going to step down low, try to work it down behind the net here. Georgie steps in. Maryland player's able to get around Georgie, and he's going to try to step it up here, and he's going to kick it up to the Maryland defensive player, and it's going to be Maryland on a 3-on-2 here with a back check, and they're going to force it far to the corner here. And no harm, no foul, and the Pens are going to have to get the puck and start off again, but Maryland's able to keep it in their zone, and they're just going to work it towards the front. Nobody there, and Georgie's going to take the puck, and he's going to try to force it through, but he can't. And now we got Bo who's going to skate it out of trouble here across the red line. He's going to take it and backhand it deep, so the Pens can get a line change. Maryland's going to have to regroup and start from their own end. And Maryland's going to take the puck, throw it up the near wall, but not out. Danson Danka's going to step it down. He was going to try to force it over to Benzie, which he gets it to him. Benzie's going to take it up the half wall, throw it to Sunshine, take a shot. Going to work its way to the slot, but Maryland's able to take the puck and skate it back out. Sunshine steps up to try to break up a play. Maryland's going to take the puck. They're going to shoot it into Corgan. Softly, Corgan's going to glove that, and he's going to hold that for a face-off on the far boards here. 2:04 left of the second period. Maryland's up 2-1. Pens are starting to gain a little bit of momentum, but let's see if they can capitalize on it. So we got Danson, Danka, Benzie, and Asher. And the Pens, Maryland's got the puck and they're trying to get it out, but Maryland's messing with it and they're going to lose it over to Danka, and they're going to have to regroup, which they do. Maryland's going to kick it back into the slot here. No harm, no foul, because Noah's there. He's going to bring it back around to the Pens net, create a little bit of space. He's going to kick it up the wall for Benzie. Benzie's going to get his head up and he's going to try to find an outlet, which he does, and that's in Asher. And big melee in the middle again here as far as neutral zone goes. And Maryland gets the puck and they're just going to skate it in and skate it down to the corner. And they're going to skate it around Corgan, skate out to the slot, throw it across the slot. And luckily nobody's there to bang it home. But Maryland still has the puck, still skating around. And he's still controlling it, skating around everybody. He's going to throw it to the slot, nobody's home. And Asher trying to get it out, but he's not able to. He's going to kick it up to Benzie, too far in front of Benz. And that's going to go for an ice. A little bit saucer pass, and Benzie probably skates into that as a breakaway, but to Novell. That's going to go as icing, as I believe Buddy felt that shouldn't have been an icing because Asher was right around the red line when he threw that pass, but the back ref put his arm up for icing here, so Pens are going to have a face-off in their own end here. Maryland's going to take the puck and throw it out of their own end, so that won't be an ice because they did it on themselves. Pens are going to force some pressure here with Carter Dapper and Pierre. They're going to force the defenseman to try to turn it over, and not able to, so now we're going to go 3-on-2 the other way, throwing across the slot to number 8 for Maryland. He can't take the pass. He's going to take it, and he's going to throw it back behind the Pens net. Pierre's going to get the puck. He's going to throw it up the wall here to Michael, the Godfather. Try to get it out. They're not able to. Maryland takes the puck. They're going to throw it at the net. Corgan's going to make a blocker save there, and it's going to end up behind the net again with 24 seconds left in the period. You're going to be digging on a half wall. Michael's going to get the puck. and try to get it out. Maryland's able to keep it back in. They're going to walk down the slot, and Dom Dapper's going to get the puck with 10 seconds left. He's going to kick it up to Pierre. Pierre's going to probably take a shot. No, he's going to throw it back over to Carter. Carter's going to take it, and he's going to try to force a shot on. We're not able to, and we're going to be the period here. So, end of 2. Maryland 2, Pens 1. So Pens are going to have 14 minutes to tie it up here at a minimum, and at least try to, get 2 here and take the lead. And I'm now joined to my left by Chad, the Godfather Saccone, the original Godfather. He's going to be doing huddle. He looks like he might be tired. You tired, buddy? No? He says no. He wasn't drinking late last night. You would have thought with his whole family here he'd be tired running everybody around, but he's a trooper. He says no. So the rumor is that your last name used to be Corleone, but you had to change it when you guys moved over here? That's it? I was right. So he admitted it. Now he's going to have to move. He's going to have to move down to Louisiana. He's going to have to change his name to Clem. And he's going to have to become a janitor at a school district. Hopefully nobody does any chemical experiments that make mustard gas, and Clem's going to have to pull him out. And then, Joe Dirt's going to have to come and rescue and take the blame for that. So any of you the guys that haven't seen the movie Joe Dirt, shame on you. For those that have seen Joe Dirt, you know exactly what I was talking about. So we're going to have to see what happens here as far as any changes made. But I do like the changes that Coach Buddy made there with some of the line changes. Looked like the Benzie, Danka, and Asher were able to get some momentum, which obviously led over to Bova. Bova and Pierre with a little bit of speed there. And Georgie. And then you got Michael and Carter Dapper. Or sorry, that was Angelo on that line, but yeah, those 3. So that's a nice big line, heavy line. So I like the lines. It doesn't matter what I like. It's got to work. So whatever works, that's what we need. Need something to work. All right, so we're going to start the third here. Again, Pens are down 2-1. We're going to go with the line of Bova, Angelo, and Georgie. So Georgie's going to get the puck up off the wall here. He's going to try to kick it up. Maryland's going to deflect it in her own end. Pens are going to give chase and try to force a turnover, which Angelo is able to do. And Maryland's going to get the puck. They're going to turn it over to George. George is going to kick it up to the point here. And Timmy's going to take the puck, shoot it towards the net. Bova's going to deflect that back behind the goalie here. Pens are going to have to work down low, which they still got the puck and they're still possessing it. And try to go to Tiernan. Tiernan loses, and it's going to go a breakaway the other way here. So it's going to be a Maryland skater, Timmy on a back check. He's going to try to Corrigan. Corrigan's up to the save and makes a massive save there. Great save by Corrigan. And Pens are going to be able to get the puck and throw it out, and Maryland's going to have to regroup. So Tiernan steps up. He's going to try to kick it up to his skate. He's going to kick it into the Maryland end, and Penn's going to go for a change here. But thank God Corrigan was able to bail out the Pens there on that play, or it would have been 3-1 quickly into the third. So we're going to kick it up. We got a line change. We got Benzie coming down on a 2-on-1 here. He's going to take a shot. It's going to go high above the net, but they're going to work down low. Maryland's going to get the puck. They're going to throw it out of their own end, and they are able to up to number 3. Maryland's player's going to skate it up. He's going to lose it in a neutral end. And Pens is just going to take the puck and they have to regroup. And Benzie was trying to force a turnover on the far wall, but not able to. Maryland's just going to skate it. They're going to gain a blue, and they're going to turn the puck over, but defenseman 44 is able to step into it before it gets out of the zone. Pens are going to be a big melee here. And Dancing Danka's out here with Benzie and Asher. And Benzie's going to try to force a turnover on the Maryland end, but he's not able to do it. This puck's going to work its way down low. Asher's going to kick it up to Sunshine. He's not able to take the puck, and it's going to work its way back out again. And Pens are going to have to regroup and start over. So we got Noah on the near board here trying to force it over to somebody. And Maryland's going to get the puck. He's going to throw it towards the middle. And it almost connects with number 6, so he's not able to do that. So Pierre's going to take the puck in the corner. He's going to try to skate it out. And Maryland's going to get the puck up to the point here. Number 44 is going to try to throw it back down. He's able to do that. And Maryland's going to get the puck, and he's going to skate it across the slot. And he's going to go backdoor to what would have been a wide open net. I don't know if Corrigan made that save, but we're going to give it to Corrigan for making an amazing save, because I can't tell, and I like Corrigan, and I'm a goalie dad, so Corrigan made the save. And it went the other way for an odd-man break there. Pierre was able to throw the puck off the goalie here. Pens are going to have it in the slot and going to take a shot on the goalie, and it made its way in. And they're going to call a goal because the goalie here had the puck. Whistle wasn't blown. Pierre went in and chopped at it and was able to force it in. Was that Pierre? Michael got it, so Pierre didn't do that? All right, so Michael, the Godfather, he must have actually just shot it, and it must have worked its way through. Must have made his way through the goalie here. The Pens tied up 11-11. So tied up at 2 with 11 minutes left. So the Godfather calls in a favor, and he cashes in. So now we got a little bit of momentum. It's a new game. So let's see how the Pens respond. Let's see if they're able to get some momentum going here and start forcing the issue. Because now Maryland's going to have to skate it. They're not going to be able to just dump it and dump it and dump it. So let's see what happens here. Maryland's going to grab the blue line here, and they're going to skate it around. Dom Dapper's able to do a little stick check here, and the Pens are going to come on the counter. And it looks like it's going to be skated out of the trouble by Matthew Bova. Matthew Bova is going to try to go through and get a little bit of something going. He gets pushed off the puck, but Maryland's going to get the puck behind their own net to try to skate it up. They're going to throw it up the half wall, but not out. Angelo's there. He's going to try to force it back down, which he's able to come out and curl out. He's going to take a shot from the slot. It's going to get deflected up behind the goalie net. And Georgie's there. He's going to kick it back down low to Angelo. Angelo's going to try to work from there. He gets knocked off the puck, but he's still got it. Georgie comes down to help. Angelo's digging at the puck here. It looks like it's going to be behind the net. It's under the front. And Matthew Bowe is not able to connect because it never made it to him. Maryland gets the puck and they throw it back out. Dom Dapper does a shoulder escape. He's going to kick it back up to the board here. And Angelo's going to get the puck, gain the blue line. He's going to try to skate into Maryland's end. He's able to, but he gets tripped up, and Maryland's going to go the other way. They're going to take the puck and they're going to dump it in deep, and they're going to go for line change. Pens are going to change a couple people here as well. And it's going to be, again, Timmy Peterson and Tiernan on defense. And you're going to have Benzie and Asher and Danson Danka. Danson Danka's going to do a quick shot there from the slot. And Maryland's goalie's up for the task. He's going to deflect that to the far corner. Not out, though. Benzie still got it. Danson Danka's got it. And it's going to go right to Benzie. Benzie going to take a shot. And goalie's for Maryland's going to cover it up. Far shot away. He's able to see that and glove it. So he's going to cover that, make the save, and he's going to hold it, and he's going to take it for a face-off to the far wall there. 9:08 left. Tie game, 2-2. Third period. And you got Danson Danka on the draw. He's going to win it over to Benzie. And Maryland's going to get it off of Benzie's stick, and they're going to work the other way. And they're going to come up to the Pens blue line. They're going to gain the blue. And Tiernan's going to force it to a far shot from the corner here. And it's going to come work its way around up to Asher. Asher's going to kick it up to Benzie. It's going to be a 2-on-1. Benzie's going to try to slow it down, finds him up. He's going to toe drag around a Maryland player. He gets knocked off the puck. They're going to throw it up the wall. Tiernan's able to keep it in. Tiernan's going to kick it back down and hopefully get it to Benzie. Benzie does a little stick lift. He's able to. He's got it behind the net. He's going to try to curl out and find some help, which he does in Asher. Or no, that's Danson Danka. Danka's going to try to get around a couple players, not able to do it. Maryland's going to take the puck and throw it up. He's knocked off the puck by Timmy. And Tiernan's going to come around, grab it. A little quick escape. He's going to work it right back up quickly. And Penn's going to try to force it up. And not able to do that, so he's going to work his way back into the Penn's end. And Maryland's just going to try to kick it from the corner, trying to force something in the slot. Not able to do it right now. And it's going to work its way up to the point. He's going to throw it down to his player down in the corner here. Try to force it to the middle, and he's nothing there. Timmy Peterson's going to kick it up to Carter. Timmy's just going to take it himself. He's done looking at it. He's done with this stuff. He's going to throw it to Carter. Carter's in a slot all by himself, and he's not able to score. The goalie makes a goal on him. Or, sorry, not a goal, but a save. Jeez, I can't even pronounce this stuff right. He's going to kick it, and Maryland's going to get it, come up the other way, counter. And looks like that was either Timmy. Nope, yep, that was Timmy. He steps into the Maryland defender, which now the puck's going to end up in Maryland's end. Maryland's going to have the puck. They're going to have to be forced behind the net. Pens are going to go on a force here. Angelo steps in. He's got Godfather and thrown to the front of the net by Pierre. Maryland's going to counterattack here. Sunshine's going to step in away. He's going to puck's going to make it way through here. Maryland's going to get an opportunity off that, but Corrigan makes a save. Pens are going to kick it up now up to Angelo. Angelo misses it, and it's going to go into Maryland. And Maryland's going to just do a slow force. He's going to try to force the issue here. Pens are going to try to force the puck up. Maryland forces it up. It's tipped up out of the zone, and it's going to be in a neutral zone. And Sunshine forces the Maryland player off the puck here. And Pens are going to have to regroup and try to get some momentum. Pens just look like they cannot right now, to be honest with you, pass to each other. They're just, I don't know what the deal is. They're throwing it to a spot where either A, not skating into it, or B, we just need to start trying to get, tape to tape here. But either way, Maryland's got the puck, and they're going to bring it in the end. They're going to try to skate through the slot. They're not able to do it. Pens are going to try to counterattack. And you got Asher coming up the far near board here by himself, coming wide. He's going to try to probably slow it down. He's going to throw it to the middle. He's not able to do it to George. Maryland's going to counterattack here. Oh, they lose it. It's going to go back into Penn's end. And Dom Dapper's going to get the puck. He's going to get his head up. He's going to look for a little bit of help. He's going to throw it back towards Luke. Luke Weil's going to take the puck. And he gets knocked down. And Maryland's going to take the puck the other way. They're going to gain the Penn's line. And Danson Dank is going to try to skate it out. But you now got Dom Dapper's going to skate it. He's going to gain the blue. He's going to go back to Danson Danka. Danson Danka is going to take a shot. It's going to go off the goalie's shoulder into the corner. Danson Danka gets it again. He's going to throw it to the slot. Nobody home. Maryland's going to take it and they're going to skate out. It's going to be a 2-on-2. Nope, it's going to be a 2-on-1. He's going to take it. He's going to throw it down to the corner. Corrigan's going to step out, try to set up the puck for Dom. Dom's going to get it up to Danka. Danka's going to get it. He's going to try to hit Benzie. He's not able to. Asher's going to get it. He's going to sidestep several Maryland players. He's going to come down. He's going to take a shot through the Maryland players' pads there. Goalie couldn't find out where it was. Nobody there for the Pens to bang it home, unfortunately. And Luke's trying to force it in. He's not able to. Maryland defender steps in the way, and they work it right back up. Pens are going to have to regroup in their own end. Dom Dapper's going to throw it up to the wall to Benzie. He's just going to force it up to half wall. And they're going to go for a change. Maryland's going to get it up to number 2. He's going to gain the blue. He's going to look for somebody in the slot. It's deflected. Now you're going to have Pierre coming the other way. Pierre's going to be 2-on-1. He's got Taryn and Train on him. Hopefully Pierre drops it. He does. He's going to go back down to P. P's going to try to kick it to the middle. Nobody's there. Taryn gets the puck. He's going to take a shot. It's high. It's going to go up over the net here. Carter Dapper's got it. He's going to work his way around high. He's going to go for a little skate. He's going to leave it for Tiernan. Tiernan's going to skate it down the half wall. He's going to try to go back in, and he can't do it. He's going to force it. And the Pens are going to have the puck thrown up to the slot here to the neutral zone. Lose it. Maryland's going to try to find it. Pens aren't able to get it. It's going to be a 1-on-1 here between Tiernan and 43, Maryland's player. Tiernan does a nice play. Hits pucks first and trips him. And that's going to be the call, even though he hits all puck. Bad call there. Tiernan hits puck first. Puck goes away, and then follow through of that hits the Maryland player. He gets tripped, and they're going to go on a trip call here. So we got 4:03 left in the third. Maryland's going to go on a power play. First power play of the game, by the way. First penalty call of the whole game, and that's what it's going to be. So Pens are going to have to defend this if they want to, again, potentially take the lead. So we had to wait for the penalty to get put up here. So we got, again, minute 30 left, or sorry, minute 30 in the period, 4 minutes left in the period here. Tie 2-2. Maryland's going to set up, and they're going to try to throw it across the crease, and a nice little stick check there by by Noah. He breaks that up. Maryland's going to have to regroup. They're on the half wall here. Number 6 is going to try to skate it in, try to get it on Corrigan. Corrigan says no, and that's just going to be stuck in the corner. Maryland knocks down Noah. Noah gets back up to his knees at least. He forces around to his partner, Sunshine. Sunshine's going to try to delay. He gets it up to Georgie. He goes through Georgie's feet, and it's going to go to the Maryland end here. Maryland's going to have to regroup and skate it from their end, and they're going to work it up here. So back check by, looks like, Bova. And Bova forces the Maryland winger to kick it back to a point, and nobody there, so they actually have to regroup. Maryland's having an issue, so Noah steps up. He throws it up off the wall. Weird bounce there, and Georgie's going to force the issue. Maryland's got the puck. They're going to skate it out of their end, then through the neutral zone. They're going to gain the blue line. And number 5 or number 6, one of the two, he's going to skate it to the far wall. He's going to turn it over. Big backhand here by, looks like Luke Weidel was able to clear the puck out. And the Pens got 15 seconds left in this penalty. So we're down to 10 seconds left in the penalty. And Maryland's going to throw the puck and go for a line change. So I think the Pens are going to be successful here, hopefully. They don't do anything stupid. And we're going to throw it up to Angelo here. Angelo's in the near ball. He's got his head up, and that's going to be it. The Pens are going to kill that penalty. Angelo's going to throw it towards the net, and it's going to go off the goalie for Maryland into the corner. Angelo forces the issue. Maryland's able to get the puck up to half wall and not out. Danson Dank is going to keep it in. He's going to go across the slot. He's going to take a shot. It's going to block and deflect him. He's going to try to again. He's going to force it behind the net. Maryland's going to get the puck in on the half wall, and they're going to bring it out with speed. They're going to come in a neutral zone, bring it up to the Pens end. And Luke tries to do a stick poke there, and it's going to go across to the crease. And Corrigan's able to deflect that to the far corner. And Maryland's going to take the puck and just throw it to the middle again in the slot, trying to get something banged in to no avail. Pens are going to kick it up to Benzie. Benzie's going to deflect it to Maryland, and he's going to force the issue here. Maryland defenseman's going to skate behind the net with Benzie on his hip. He turns it over, but nobody from the Pens are there. Asher's finally going to get there. Asher's going to skate it behind the net. He's going to try to slow it down. He loses it to the Maryland defender, and they're going to bring it up to half wall and out at the end. Minute and a half left of the final period here, and the Pens are going to try to do something. Luke Weidl's going to chip it up. He's going to get the puck, and he's going to lose it, but it's still in the zone. Luke gets it back. He's looking for a little bit of help. He's going to kick it back over to George. Or no, that's Carter Dapper. Carter's trying to find somebody in the middle of the slot there, not able to do it. Maryland's going to get the puck. Luke steps up, and they're going to go the other way here. And it's going to be, it's close to being offsides, but Godfather's going to bring it down. He loses it in his feet. We've got less than a minute left. And they're going to Maryland's going to kick it out here. And we're going to go to 51 seconds. Maryland's going to delay, finally gain a blue line. And he's going to try to curl and find some help, and he can't do it. He's going to go back to the defensive partner. He's going to hit a couple Penn players, and it's going to be on the half wall. And see if the Pens can get it out, but they still can't. 37 seconds left. Maryland's going to get the puck. He's going to skate up and shoot. Corrigan's going to take that and glove it to the side. Nobody's home for Maryland. And then Pens are going to skate it up out of their own end. Throw it in a neutral zone. Michael's got it. He's got another opportunity to get a shot off. He does. And it's going to hit. And it's going to drop right at the goalie's feet. Maryland's goalie is having an issue as far as holding on to the puck here, and it dropped right at his feet. Timmy was able to come in and hit it, but whistle blew. So we got 21 seconds left. Face off in the Maryland end, and we're going to see what happens here. Pens are going to go with Pierre, Noah, Sunshine, Bova, and Angelo. Hopefully Bova wins this thing back to the Sunshine, and he does. Sunshine's going to take a shot. It's going to get deflected up again by Maryland's player. Maryland's going to try to skate somebody out of zone here, try to get a late break. Not able to do it. And they're going to go, 12 seconds left. They're going to try to force the issue. He's going to toe drag, and he's going to get knocked off the puck by Bova. By a nice play by Bova. Still in at their end, Penn's end here with 3 seconds left, 1 second left, and that's going to be the game. And it's going to end in a tie, 1-1. So, Pens are going to end in a tie here, 2-2. I'm not sure if that helps us or hurts us. I'm pretty sure it doesn't help. So pool play, Pens are going to finish 0 wins, 1 loss, and 2 ties. So we'll have to see what that does for us in standings as far as what we play next. So we'll know more. So until next time, have a good day.